evil must be punished. Now, you guys talk about, oh, your freedom of religion ain't being inhibited. Yeah, well, let's see. The most famous one that springs to mind almost immediately is the big flap over the Mount Soledad cross, where they tried to take down a monument that had been up there for, I don't know, about 150 years. And then all of a sudden, it was a separation of church and state. We got to take it down. What a load of horse shit. What a load of horse shit. It was up there for 150 years and nobody gave a damn. But suddenly it's got to come down because of some mythical separation of church and state? Bullshit. The people who founded this nation were Christians, fleeing the Roman Catholic Church. That is a historical fact. And you're just going to have to fucking deal with it. If you don't like God, why in the hell are you fighting Him so damn hard? If you don't believe He exists, rather, why are you fighting Him so hard? It's a funny thing to me that if I believe something doesn't exist, I'm not even going to give Him the time of day, let alone fight Him. Why would you want to turn this nation into a secular nation when we're already a secular nation? We're not a theocracy. We've had 200 years to become a theocracy, yet it never happened. Why is that? Oh, if we allow things to continue as they are, America will become a theocracy. We've had 200 years to become a theocracy, and it ain't happened yet. Why is that? And don't tell me it's because of some mythical separation of church and state. That bullshit didn't get started until just recently. There was no talk about no damn separation of church and state until, I think, the 1970s or some shits when it first got started. 60s or 70s. So no, I'm sorry, but there is no separation of church and state. As Jefferson says, and I will say it again, a separation of church and state, which is what you all advocate, where government has nothing to do with religion, is incompatible with good government. Incompatible with good government. That's Jefferson's words. Not mine. Not my fucking opinion. That's Thomas Jefferson, one of the founders of this nation. Alright? Keeping religion out of our government is incompatible with good government. It's incompatible with good government. You cannot take religion out of this government. Our laws are derived from the Ten Commandments and from religion. Our rights and privileges come from an unnamed Creator who has endowed us with certain unalienable rights. What does unalienable mean? Unalienable means nobody can take the shit away from you. Nobody. No government, no person, no institution can ever take those rights away from you. You have the right to life. You have the right to liberty. And you have the right to pursuit of happiness. And nobody can take it away. And according to Jefferson right here, the freedom of religion is also an inalienable right that no one can ever take away from you. No government, no institution, no person. And certainly not no cruel dictator, or not no insane idiot like Karl Marx. Karl Marx was a nutter, you know. They found out later on there was something wrong with his brain. He was nuts. Why anybody would follow a nutter is beyond me, but, you know, you've got people running around wearing Che Guevara shirts these days, and I see no reason why people probably wouldn't be wearing Karl Marx t-shirts as well, just as bad. So no, I'm sorry, but there is no separation of church and state in America. You guys can sit there and try your damnedest to create one, but it doesn't exist. The only reason it exists is because you got the fucking ACLU running around suing everybody. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't even have the gains you have now. And that's going to get turned around because eventually people are going to get pissed enough to where that they're going to start getting together in gangs and countersuing your sorry asses. And then we're going to get the government hopefully back the way it should have been. But no, there is no separation of church and state in this country. Never was. And Smokey has fell asleep on me. curled up in my arms. Even though I'm yelling. Can you imagine that? I'm yelling my head off, and Smokey's sitting here sleeping in my arms. Unbelievable.